Now we're going to take a look at how to add a punch table, which will include the 4 forming features along with the 1 cutout feature. To add a punch table, we go to the Annotation tab and then click the drop-down list for tables and select Punch Table. The Property Manager for Punch Table opens, and notice we can specify a template, a table position, in case if we want to attach it to an anchor point, and then select a numbering system. We will leave it at ABC. Next, we need to specify a datum in which to base the location of the louvers and the cutout from. So for the origin, I am going to select this bottom left-hand corner. Notice right above the origin we have x-axis and y-axis. This will allow you to select edges in case if you need to reverse the direction of the XY axis. Next in the Property Manager, we have a window for features. I need to select an edge, face, or features for the 5 items that were placed on the sheet metal part from the design library. So I'm going to select this face here. And then as we move down, I have border and layer, and we will leave those at the default settings. I am going to close out a punch table and then place it on the screen. Now when we zoom up, you will notice the order is out of sync. These are the tags, which should be over here. This is the X location, which should be in this column. The Y location should be in this column. And the quantity should be obviously in this column. So how do we fix those? Well, we simply click one of the headers, and in the Property Manager, we have column properties. So right now my column tag is highlighted, and I am going to select Punch Tag. I'll then select the heading for X location and select X. Do the same for Y. Select Y. Punch ID, Punch ID, Quantity, Quantity, and last angle, Angle. And then close out of the Property Manager. Now everything is displaying correctly with the exception of the Punch ID. To place the Punch ID in this table, we need to return to the design library, go to Louver, right mouse click, and select Open. I will then go to the File drop-down menu and select Properties. A dialog box appears. I'll select in the Configuration Specific tab. And under Property Name, I'm going to click the drop-down list, and I am looking for Punch ID. This is a text field, and the name is Louver, and we'll call this Louver Standard. I'll say OK. And I have to remember to save this file, otherwise the changes won't take place on the drawing sheet. So I'll save it. I will return to the drawing sheet. I need to do the same for the D cutout. So back into the design library, sheet metal, right mouse click and D cutout, open, file drop down, properties, configuration specific, select the drop down, Punch ID, text field, D cutout, and we'll also call this one standard. Say OK. Save the file, close out of the file, and now we're back to our punch table. Now we see the punch table is updated, we can fit the drawing to the screen, and this concludes our lesson on punch tables.